Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. All the lights. Let's turn on all the lights. There we go. There we go. Good morning, Elisa. Bonjour, bonjour, everyone. December 15th. Can we believe it? 9 days. 9 days until Christmas, till the birth of what it is you desire to experience inside of you. How does that feel? The birth of you. The birth of you. The birth of your remembrance inside of knowing yourself to be one with God, through God, as God. The birth of your remembrance of creation and how it is you want to walk through the world. So welcome to Elegant Femme's Guide to A Course in Miracles, where we are walking through A Course in Miracles Elegant Femme style. Elegant Femme style, which means what? Which means we're honoring the indie, the Frenchie, and the New Yorker, which quite simply put is the feminine archetypal system that I created for myself. Not a marketing idea, not a business plan, something that I created for myself to support me in remembering who I am and how I desire to manifest the life that I want, my own beautiful soul-led life. And as so many things, it doesn't need to be this way, I don't think. But like so many of us, great, extraordinary choice is born through depth, through grief, through those defining moments where we choose, are we going to live or not? And that moment, one of those moments, I've had many, you've had many. One of those moments for me was my firstborn son passing away in my arms when he was an infant. And it was in that space of, despair, anger, grief, all of the things that we've all been through in different ways, that I made a choice. I'm going to respond to this in a way that serves me? Am I going to respond to this in a way that supports me in remembering who I am? Or am I going to stay in victim and in blame? And I chose life, and I choose it every day, just like all of us. Not a choice we make once, it's a choice we make again and again and again. Because it's not just about walking through the world. It's about walking through the world in a way that allows us to feel awake and engaged and alive with who we really are. And it's not always easy, is it? No, it's not. It's not always easy. Sometimes it's incredibly challenging, especially when we are moving into the next level of identity and remembering all of the old voices and criticisms. They come up again so that we can choose again. In my experience, it also happens when we're moving to that next level of vision, that next level of expansion in what it is we desire to experience in this world. I say inside of Elegant Femme that our desires are the impetus to our spiritual evolution. Our desires are holy. I said yes to a huge one this weekend, and whoa, did I go into a challenging time after that internally, as I was being offered that choice. Are we going to move forward inside of the bigness? Are we going to pretend that we're small? So with that, I'm bringing you into lesson 256 this morning. Welcome, welcome, everyone. If you are brand new to the Femme Ties, oh my gosh, is this a perfect time to have found Elegant Femme? So it's going to be released, I think, today. But for those of you that are here, I will give you a little sneak peek. You can go to elegantfemme.com/FDA, which stands for Femme Design Assessment. This is brand new. This has been completely redone. So if you have taken the Femme Design Assessment before, you are in for a surprise. Inside of this quick 90-second assessment, you are going to uncover which femme type at this current moment is out of sync and can support you in your beautiful soul-led life. So which femme type is lying dormant inside of you? And again, every time I go to the next level, there will be a femme type that I'm not utilizing at the fullness. So little sneak peek for you. Good morning, Karen. Thank you. Yes, and we've all been through so many things, right? So many things. Elaine, good morning. You're here. Joy, good morning, beauties. All right, let's move into lesson 256. 256. God is the only goal I have today. Now, for me, I don't love the word goal because it feels very old, dynamic, masculine energy to me. It feels like a push, a force. So again, you do you, whatever word serves you, whatever word supports you. God is the only desire I have today. Feels really beautiful to me. The way to God is through forgiveness. There is no other way. If sin had not been cherished by the mind, what need would there have? Whoops, hold on. Let's try this again. All right. If sin had not been cherished by the mind, what need would there have been to find the way to where you are? Who would still be uncertain? What could be unsure of who they are? Who could be unsure of who they are? And who would yet remain asleep in heavy clouds of doubt about the holiness of him whom God created sinless? Here we can but dream. But we can dream we have forgiven him in whom all sin remains impossible. And it is this that we choose to dream today. God is our goal. Forgiveness is the means by which our mind returns to him at last. And so, our Father, our God, creation, life, we would come to you in your appointed way. We have no goal, no desire, except to hear your voice and find the way your sacred word has pointed out to us. So, elegant femme style, unraveling any kind of separation of God being someone outside of you, of the Son of God being anyone outside of you, of him being anyone outside of you, and seeing through the lens, the possibility, the what if it serves you, that you are one with God, that there is no separation. There are no pearly gates to jump through. There are no amount of good acts or good deeds that you need to do to prove your worth, your worthiness to get into heaven. That all of this exists inside of us. The hell we feel when we're not in alignment with our truth, the inner turmoil that we feel inside when we say yes to the large part of who we are, and the doubts, the fears, the criticism, the fear of being misunderstood, the fear of it not happening, the fear of disappointment, all of these things feel like internal hell. Yes? When we're honest with ourselves, that place is really painful. So when we talk about forgiveness inside of this context, the opportunity to forgive yourself for forgetting who you are. And the Course will say repeatedly, look, this isn't really needed, because the truth is you've never really forgotten, because you're living out a kind of simulation here inside the physical world. You're dreaming here. But since you're dreaming, we need to utilize that which you're choosing to see or not see as an opportunity to remember. And forgiveness is that. It's an opportunity to remember. I forgive myself for buying into the misunderstanding that I am or could ever be anything less than God. I forgive myself for buying into the misunderstanding that I could be anything less than love. This is the main foundation of forgiveness. And do we forgive others in the same way? Of course, I forgive myself for buying into the misunderstanding that that person could ever be anything less than God. And that whatever I'm experiencing, seeing, witnessing in the external world is a mirror for my own consciousness. Everything, without doubt, everything. Therefore, there is no space for blame or victim or judgment. The Course says you can't even judge. That's impossible. It's not even possible. You can try, but you really can't even do it because you don't know. We don't know what's occurring. When we stop trying to see things as good or bad or right or wrong, or put things in categories and compartmentalize them to make ourselves feel safe in some way. And again, it's a part of being human. It's this natural tendency. I want to be on the good side of things. I want to be on the right side of things. I don't want to be punished. So tell me what's right. Tell me how to do it right. How do I be a good girl? I want to be on the right side. What if there is no right or wrong? What if there is no good or bad? Now, of course, right, the mind can go, well, what about this? That's definitely bad. Well, I don't know. I have no idea why people choose the things they choose, what their karma is, what their spiritual curriculum is, what the soul contract is. I don't know. I don't know. What I do feel to be true inside of me is that when I bring my awareness back to the truth, the desire, the devotion of walking with God, through God, as God, in connection with my own soul, the world looks different. And everybody in it looks different. Why? Because I'm seeing myself differently. So today, God is the only desire I have today. This doesn't mean that we don't do anything or that we don't move through the world. It means the foundation with which we move through the world changes. We ask different questions inside of ourselves. Remembering the way we react to the issue is the issue. This is a spiritual psychology philosophy. The way we react to the issue is the issue. No matter what it is we've been through, that choice that I brought through at the very beginning of the call, no matter what it is that happens to us, how am I going to respond to this in a way that serves me? How am I going to respond to this in a way that supports me in remembering who I want to know myself to be? When we let go of justification, when we let go of proving, when we let go of againstness, when we choose to see the beauty in every situation, even when, especially when it's so hard. This doesn't mean we're perfect. This doesn't mean we don't feel. This doesn't mean we don't go in a place inside that questions, that doubts, that feels like it's an internal hell, because in that moment it's forgetting or has forgotten and is being offered the opportunity to remember who we are. It's okay. We move through those spaces and we choose again and again and again. So with that, big lesson to start the week off. If you'd like support from Elegant Femme to deepen this lifestyle, this way of moving through the world, yes, you can go to the Elegant Femme assessment, the Femme Design Assessment, elegantfemme.com/FDA. A number of ways Elegant Femme can support you in deepening this conversation inside. The assessment is free. It's super short. The results pages are next level. Congratulations to the Elegant Femme team for all of the love and devotion that was poured into this. It is stunning. And we have Embody as a special right now, the winter solstice, beautiful ways to deepen while the veil is thin. So if you are being called to listen more deeply, if you are being called to into a deeper level of devotion with God, with your soul, reach out to Elegant Femme and ask how we can support you. You can email info@elegantfemme and the team is here. You can ask questions here in the chat or in the replay. And watch what happens today. When you really settle into God is the only desire I have today, let that be our devotion. I will see you back here tomorrow. Have a beautiful rest of your day.